guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my empty products that I've used over the last few months. So if you want to see that, then keep watching. So these are some of the products that I have used and have loved. So I'm going to go through these one by one and let you guys see what I've been using and loving. So the first product that I used up lately is the Rub Shower Scrub from Lush, which is this one here. And this was gorgeous. The smell of it is so gorgeous. You can use a little bit of this in the shower and it goes a long way. And I absolutely love the smell of this, and I just felt my skin was super soft afterwards as well. So I'm definitely going to have to repurchase another one of them. So that's the first product that I used up. The second product that I used up was also from Lush, and it was the Comforter, which is this one here. And as you can see, the bottle is completely empty. But this is just a gorgeous shower cream. I absolutely fell in love with the scent of it as well. It's got a blackcurrant and vanilla scent to it, but I really loved this, and it was the first time that I used it, and I definitely will be repurchasing this as well. The third and final thing from Lush was the popcorn scrub, and this was gorgeous, although I really wanted to eat it. As my lips are super dry and chapped, I just found that this gentle exfoliator really does help soften and smooth the lips as well. So I'm all out of that as well, and I absolutely adore this. So the next product is a hair care product, and it's a dry shampoo from Aussie Shampoo, which is this one here. I just love dry shampoo. I think it is probably my best friend. And it's great for trying to do up styles, because I find my hair generally is that little bit more flyaway on the first day I wash my hair as well. So by the second or third day, if I'm in a bit of a rush and don't have time to wash my hair, I find this stuff is brilliant, and I just spray a little bit into the roots and it gives me such volume as well. So the second hair care product was this Shine Infusion Serum by Botanics, and it is amazing. I find this brilliant. I don't know what I'm going to do if they discontinue this serum, because my life will actually be over. And it's brilliant for those tiny little flyaway baby hairs that I get as well, and it just really helps to make them settle into place as well. And I absolutely adore this serum. So that is the second hair product that I've actually used up in the last little while. So next I'm going to take my skincare products that I've used up. So the first facial product that I've used up, or nearly used up, is the Tri-enzyme facial wash by Elemis. And as you can see, I still have a little bit left, so I'm going to finish this off before I throw it out. But I absolutely love this. I use this twice a week, and I find my skin looks and feels so much better with this as well. But I absolutely love that so much, and they've actually changed the name in the last while, but I'm just trying to use up this old bottle before I go on to my new one. And the new one is called Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Wash. The next product I've loved, and I think I nearly cried when I finished it, and it's my Longue Cellular, which is this one here. And as you can see, I am fully out of that, which is so upsetting because it's so expensive. And I just find my skin is super soft and lovely after applying that as well. I usually apply that at night time, as I find that it's a little bit too heavy to sit underneath my makeup every day. So I usually apply that in the evening, but I absolutely adore this. So the final skincare product in my empties box here is by Elemis, and it's their cleansing balm, which is this one here. I love this so much, but again, like the Tri-enzyme resurfacing facial wash, I don't use this too many times during the week because I want to prevent breakouts, because this is quite an oily kind of luxurious balm to be using on my face as well. So I generally only do that maybe 2-3 times a week, maybe less, maybe more, depending on how my skin feels. But this is brilliant at removing your makeup, and again it smells absolutely amazing. I love all the essential oils in it as well. The first thing that I have used up has been my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in taupe, and as you can see I absolutely adore this little brow definer. It's so amazing. It's got a spoolie on one side and the pencil on the other, but the tip of the pencil is shaped in a slant, which makes it easier to apply to the eyebrows and to shape them nicely as well. It's super creamy without being too soft that you use it up too quickly. I've run out of that super quickly, and unfortunately you can't get these in Ireland. You have to purchase online, so I'm going to have to buy a couple more of those, but I absolutely adore that brow pencil. So the next thing I've just finished up is a couple of concealers. And the first one I've used up is well actually I think I've a small bit left in that, so I'm going to finish that off. But this one is by Maybelline, and it's the Anti-Age Eye Eraser concealer, and it's got a lovely sponge on the top of it as well. That really is a lovely concealer because it really brightens the under eye as well, and I really like the idea of the sponge. So that is the first concealer that I've used up. The second concealer is by Catrice, and it's their liquid camouflage high coverage concealer, and I absolutely adore this one as well. This one is in light beige, and I absolutely love it, and I find that this offers a lot more coverage than other drugstore concealers, so I absolutely adore this one, and unfortunately I'm all out, so I'm going to have to repurchase more. So the third concealer I have used up is by Bare Minerals, and it's this one here, and it's their Bare Skin Concealer, and this one is in Fair. And I absolutely adore this one. It's a little bit more on the expensive side than the other two, but I absolutely adore this concealer as well. It really helps to brighten the under eye as well. So that is the third concealer that I've used up. So the next product is by Wet n Wild, and it's the Cover All primer, which is this one here. And as you can see, I've cut it up, and I do that a lot with my products. If they're that kind of material, I find that there's generally a lot more left in the actual container as well. And that is the primer that I've loved and I've used up. So the next items I've used up are foundations. And as you can see, I've quite a few. The HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in number 10 Light Beige. I am obsessed with these. I don't know where the little droppers for them are. I might have just thrown them in the bin. But I have absolutely adored this foundation. It really is that little bit heavier in consistency. And for $7.99 or whatever it is, it's absolutely fantastic. And I think people have been raving about this foundation so much, and that's why I try and buy this in bulk. Definitely I repurchase that every time. I buy about 3 or 4 of them on the go, but I absolutely love that. The next foundation is another foundation that I love as well, and it is the Rimmel Long Lasting Foundation. And I'm not so keen on the one with the blue lid, but I love the red lidded foundation. And my shade is 100 Ivory in this one. And I find that this wears so well. Again, the coverage is superb, and I absolutely love that. And again, I buy that in bulk as well. So that is the foundation by Rimmel that I've used up. The last foundation is by L'Oreal, and as you can see, I've done the same thing to the tube. I've cut it open to get the last little bit left in it. So this is the Mattifying Infallible Foundation in Vanilla, and I absolutely adore this, and I actually have it on today as well. Again, it lasts. It's got a medium coverage, so it just covers any blemishes that I would have on. Again, it was the first time that I used that foundation, so I definitely will be repurchasing it again. So the last foundation I have is by Rimmel, and Fresher Skin Foundation, and I absolutely love that so much. It's gorgeous. It's a lot lighter than the other foundations a bit, and this one is great. You can mix it in with a little bit of highlighter and give that lovely soft dewy look to the skin. Perfect for holidays. So that's in 100 Ivory. So that is the last foundation that I've used up. So I've used up 2 bronzers, and the first one is by Benefit, and it's the Hula bronzer, and this one is gorgeous. Again, you can contour with that, you can use it as an eyeshadow, perfect for on the go, and I absolutely adore that bronzer. The second bronzer is by MAC, and it is the Refined Golden, and it has tiny little flecks of golden particles through the bronzer, which I really like, because it gives that little bit warmer shade to it as well, and I definitely love that, and I find myself repurchasing that again and again, and that hasn't been the first time that I have used one of these up, but I love that so much. The next thing is a pressed powder, and it's by Elle, and it's their finishing powder in light to medium. I absolutely fell in love with this. I couldn't get over the finish and how smooth it looks over my foundation. I absolutely adore that. But the only downside is I find myself using this up super quick. But thankfully it is not expensive. So that is the finishing powder by Aoife that I've used up. So the last few items remaining in my empties are by MAC. This item is a highlighter by MAC, and it was in Luna, and it was a soft creamy formula, and I really loved that as well, and it gives that lovely white iridescent look to the skin, and definitely will be repurchasing that as well. I also finished up a Studio Sculpt concealer, and this one is in NC15, and I absolutely love that as well as the MAC foundation. I think that's gorgeous as well. Don't forget to save all your jars and do that back to MAC scheme as well, because you get a free lipstick once you bring about 7 items, but that's why I generally keep them all together until I have about 7 items, and then bring them back and get my lipstick. Yay! So that is the concealer that I've used up. So this was an eyeshadow, and I think it was a pinky shade. I can't remember the name of it because the back of it is all kind of rubbed out, but I dropped this eyeshadow, totally devastated, but it dropped and went everywhere. That happens to me so often, it's so frustrating, but hey, that's life, unfortunately. So that is the eyeshadow that I used up. So the last 2 items by MAC were the Blacktrack fluid eyeliner, which I have to say I adore, and it's so gorgeous on the eyes. You can create a soft look, you can blend it in, make it a really smoky look. It's just so fantastic, and again I generally go back time and time again with this little eyeliner as well. Absolutely adore this. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't be afraid to give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Till next time, bye.